I'm still pretty obsessed with the way the Raptors are playing basketball. Now, I get it. I mean, they were like 13-1, right? And then they went on a massive losing streak. I believe they were like 1-6, 1-7, and a little bit of a streak as well. So, some really good ups, some really bad downs. But they bounced back today and beat this Miami Heat team, which I thought was needed in Miami, obviously. Take a look at this play as we get this quick little screen. Emmanuel quickly, no pun intended, quickly comes off this thing trying to force a switch of the defense. If we can generate that switch with Davion Mitchell and Scotty Barnes, the one thing we realize here is we have a mismatch now down low as Scotty drives to the lane. Now, because Scotty Barnes has that mismatch down low, we know Emmanuel quickly can put this thing up. The reason being is because we have an opportunity to not only make the shot, but B, and more importantly, maybe we might have a second chance opportunity because of that matchup down low. So smartly, quickly takes that three. Scotty Barnes boxes out the little Davion Mitchell, and then boom, big time offensive rebound, puts it back, gets it to go late in this game. I think this is a high IQ play, at least in my opinion. Whenever you know you've got an advantage getting down to the paint, take the shot, man. He quickly does that. Love it. And in this video, we're going to break down a ton of film, so get ready. Before we dive in, though, make sure you hit the like button. If you want more Raptors videos for every single win, all you got to do is let me know. Comment down below P2, hype the video if you guys can, and with that being said, let's dive into some of the film. And look at this play by the youngin. Gets a one-on-one post-up with Bam Adebayo. Usually, you would see a top-end double team. We call that a fire or a blitz from the defense. But essentially here, they've got trust, they've got faith in CMB to be able to take away this matchup. And right here, Bam does a great job driving by, creating instantaneous wide open leverage to the basket, and look at CMB from the backside deny this thing. I mean, that is epic. That is a great block here by CMB. This is why you draft these young guys who have that work ethic, have that motor, that relentlessness energy. That is him right there. Yes, he gets beat, and he gets beat pretty badly, right? I mean, he gets frozen. He gets frozen there, but that is a game-winning play. Now, essentially, I know it's the third quarter. I know they're down by 2 at this point. But this is a guy that I would expect to see as that glue piece on a championship team. At least in my opinion, anyway. And you know what's funny is they have a couple of these guys that can do it, if I'm being honest with you. They've got a couple. Another very simple play here, but works very well. We're going to act like we're going to set this screen right here. You see the weak side of the defense point, as if that screen's coming to motion this defense over just a little bit, right? And when that happens, all we're going to do is kick it right back out to BI. Now we've got so much leverage. And again, just read and react to what these defenses are in. Right here, we can tell they're in a zone. If you're going to play zone versus us, we're going to find a way to beat it. And all we do is fake a screen, get the defense to motion over from the top side, spray it, quick release, no hesitation, 3, and BI drains that thing. BI has been a huge addition to this Raptors team, fits right in with the length that they have defensively to switch pretty much everything. And yeah, you got to give credit to this Raptors team, man. They've built a really good roster. They just have to be consistent, and I think this team can win a lot of games. All right, another one of my favorite plays here. First thing we notice is we have a mismatch here, Jamal versus Khalil Ware. We like this matchup. However, what we also notice is the strong side corner is wide open. We are, for a reason, overloading the weak side of the floor. So with that being said, you're going to see Scotty Barnes kind of lull his defender to sleep a little bit by, acting, or not acting, but communicating with that side, and then boom, he's going to take off, take this thing baseline, and because we get leverage to the basket, they create what we call a fire or a blitz, which is essentially a double team from the top of the key. Now, from there, Khalil Ware now has to cover point A, and he's got to cover point B as well as Scotty Barnes drives into the lane. Now, as Barnes gets into the lane, he acts like he's going to shoot this ball. We already start to see Ware panic and get to the strong side. And now from there, everyone else is down low. We spray this thing out to the top, and Jamal gets a wide open look at a 3, and he drains that thing. Again, great ball movement. Love the way Scotty Barnes and these guys play. And guys, really quickly, like I said, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. if you haven't already done so. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and most importantly, we will be covering this Raptors team throughout the entirety of the year. So join the family, turn on your post notifications so you're notified when we do post more Raptors videos, and let's keep going. The NBA season is in full swing, which means we all have a chance to over 1,000 X our money during this year's NBA season. Now, before I get into my picks for tonight, I do want to show you a big offer that they're giving right now. If you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use on the Sleeper app. If you put in 50, they're going to give you 50, right? It is an absolute cheat code. But what I am putting in for tonight is Giannis over 30 points. They're taking on Cleveland. He usually has really good games versus Cleveland. I think he is going to have a big night tonight. Probably will get to the free throw line a ton. I also like Evan Mobley to have a little bit more assists because they have Giannis guarding him majority of the time. He likes to kick out, draw double teams in certain areas of the floor. And I think he's going to have a lot of assist opportunities. We also can look at Khalil Ware versus the Knicks. I think he's going to have 10 or more points in this game. And this is 20 to win 70. You guys can obviously put more, put less, whatever you guys want. And again, use promo code DUBS. You'll get a $100 match deposit on your first deposit, depending on how much you put in. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states, so check out Sleeper today. Another good play here. So we get two guys in the corners. You get weak side dunker spot here in Sandro for the time being. We're going to get BI with the ball at the top of the key in this isolation matchup. We could tell the defense is playing the in-the-gap defense. What does that mean? What does in-the-gap mean? Well, essentially, if BI was to drive to the inside shoulder, they were going to send two. If he was to drive to the outside shoulder, they're going to draw two, right? Either way, they're going to double. They're playing the gaps, okay? So you could tell they're playing that in-the-gap defense on BI. So what do we do here? BI is going to make and force this defense to rotate from the top side. What does that mean? He knows they're playing the gap. So again, we're going to drive. We're going to create this guy to rotate, which means now this guy's got to cover point A. He's got to cover point B. You can't play both, right? It's just impossible to do so. Now, as he drives, we're going to swing it. We're going to create that rotation. And we know we've got court mapping ability, knowing where Grady Dick is in this weak side corner. Now, strong side. He drives, kicks, wide open three-point, quick trigger, 1.7 to go, and drains that thing. Again, absolutely money. The way they move the ball, the way they play defense, everything looks so good. At least in my opinion, I think this team is really damn good. And I think they're just really getting started in terms of building the team chemistry it's going to take to, win a championship. I think they're in the early stages. Might not be this year, but I think they are building a team and atmosphere that will be able to compete at some point in the near future. And it could be this year. I do think BI is a big part of that. I mean, look at this play right here as he stops on a dime, that right elbow, fake spin inside, spin outside, fade away mid-range, gets it to go. The dude is absolutely phenomenal. Love the way this team is playing. Obviously, don't love that little losing streak they went on, but I like the bounce back win here today. I'm hoping they can keep it going and continue to light up the games going forward. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm not sure what their schedule looks like going forward. I can actually kind of check it really quickly. So they got Milwaukee, Boston, Brooklyn, Miami, Washington, Golden State, Orlando. So they've got some tough games. Milwaukee, Boston, in Miami. Golden State will be some tough games. If they can pull off a couple of these wins, that would be huge for the confidence of this team going forward. So definitely looking out for that. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Should be very, very soon. Peace.